Okay, guys, I just want to talk about how terrible Amazon FBA is and how you should never use it. So, I've got a lot of experience working with Amazon FBA. I made some pretty good money originally selling power strips and any small item like that you don't mind losing, you can make decent money on. So, I did power strips, I did children's stickers for a while. But when I moved over to larger ticket items like custom built gaming computers and water chillers for cold plunges, you are looking at losing hundreds, if not thousands of dollars because the situation is if there's any mistake when those items are going into their FBA warehouses, like if there's a mismatch on the ASIN number or the UPC code and they do not inventory it correctly, it will be in limbo for months. That item will be lost. If there's a customer return and that item's damaged, they will not reimburse you. You can open up cases, but you can't get anyone on the phone. What ends up happening, even if you do speak to someone on the phone, they're not in the country. They're in another country. They're certainly not anywhere near that warehouse. So they're not going to touch that item. They're not going to be able to find that item. You can't speak to anyone at the warehouse where that item exists, if the item still exists. And check this out. This is what happens now. Any cases that you open will be transferred. And if you check that out, it just says it's been forwarded to another Amazon team and they'll contact you. It's been like that for months. No one's ever going to contact you. No one cares because Amazon is so huge. They can't fail. It's not like a small company where, these individual orders and things are affecting their bottom line. They just outsource their support. They use the FBA sellers to find good items because a lot of the things that you buy on Amazon that say sold Amazon Prime are actually FBA sellers. If it doesn't say sold by Amazon, you're actually buying from a seller, but those items are being inventoried, and Amazon's taking a 20% cut. Um, but eventually they'll find, so like with my power strips, they found my distributor and just cut me out as the middleman and went directly to the distributor. And see, that way they can, I was paying money, advertising money to make that listing. I made the listing and then I advertised it and brought it up and made it a good selling item. Then they find your distributor. So you do the hard work. You find the items they're going to sell. You advertise the product. You put in all this money and work to make the product start selling. Then Amazon just takes it and runs with it. And if they don't source it from your distributor, they make an Amazon Basics and they just source it from China. Power Strip, Amazon Basics. Those are selling now. And then when you are selling the high ticket items, cold plunge chillers, computers, whatever, you lose one item, you're out of hundreds, if not thousands. You don't have much markup in these. And what's really annoying, like right now, so I had a customer return a chiller. What Amazon FBA does, they instantly give him a refund. They take it out of your money. So now you have a negative balance. They give him a refund and just take it on his good word that he'll return the product. As that product goes back in inventory, you don't know where it's at. It took months for it to even show back up and as a reserved in my inventory, and I still don't have it. I put they call it a removal order, and that's to get the item back. But that removal order, you can't even track it. There's no removal orders here. The only way to see a removal order is to go to reports, fulfillment, go to all orders, and create a report, and you get this plain text document. And this is the only reference that I have of even trying to get this item back is the fact that I put out a removal order. And guess what? That was on the 7th. It's now the 14th. It's been a week. And it's still unshipped. Unshipped, see? because I would be willing to bet that that item's lost. That chiller, it was probably broken anyway. You know, when a customer returns an item like this, they don't package it correctly, and then it goes on a UPS truck, and the first thing that happens, UPS throws it, and then it's damaged, and it is no good to anyone anymore. But the customer got their money back from me, um, and you know, you didn't have much markup in this anyway, because you were made. You know, I had to buy the chiller from the company, so I was only going to make a couple $100, and then you got to pay to have it shipped to Amazon. You got to pay to have it stored in Amazon. You're paying storage fees. You're paying shipment fees. You're paying a final value fee. You're paying advertising fees to get the listing to where anyone will see it. But the reality is, no one gives a shit. Amazon doesn't care because they're so big they can't fail. You know, and they're paying these employees in these warehouses minimum wage. They're basically slaves, and they hate their jobs. So I had a couple things, like you'll see things just disappear. People are stealing stuff. Um, yeah, long story short, don't use Amazon. If you can help it, boycott Amazon. A lot of the things you order now from Amazon, you know, are fake. I got a fake pair of boots. I ordered some Magnum boots, and they were clearly not Magnums. They were cheap China crap. So if you're buying something like Oakley's or boots or shoes, buy them directly from the manufacturer. Go to their website and buy it, or go to a small local dealer that is an authorized dealer. So, like, for instance, I'm going to start selling Garmin watches on Rycast, rycast.com, my new sporting goods site. You'll see that as an authorized dealer once I get the dealership. You can go to Garmin.com, look up authorized dealers. You'll find it in there, so you know, hey, this is an authorized dealer. When you're ordering from Amazon, you don't know if that person that's selling it is an authorized dealer or not, because for that listing, let's say for a Phoenix watch, you go over there, there's actually different sellers on Amazon selling that listing. It's almost become like eBay. You don't know where that item's actually coming from. If it says sold by Amazon, then it's coming from Amazon. But even then, um, you're better off buying directly from the manufacturer or going to a small local store. The best is if you can put your hands in the object, like we used to do in the old days, and you know that's the real thing. Plus, then you're supporting a business that they're not having to pay shipment fees, Amazon FBA fees, all these other bullshit fees that are hurting their bottom line and their overall business. So if you can support a local business, do not use Amazon. For the love of God, if you're a small business, do not use Amazon FBA. If you have to, just do it for really small items that you can lose. You can lose items, and you're not going to lose a lot of money. You know, like a power strip or a sticker sheet or some crap like that. But that's my rant. Just had to get that off my chest because Amazon doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, don't use Amazon. Have a nice day.